What's up guys, it's Prague, and I am back with another Stranger Things theory video. This one is going to focus on 5 Stranger Things theories that could come true in Season 5, Volume 2 and 3. These theories are based on what we have seen so far this season, and strap in, because these will blow your mind. Now, if you haven't seen my first video, then go check it out. Some theories that I had in that video, like Will getting powers, have already came true. If you want to see more of this content, then remember to like and subscribe. Now, on to the video. This first theory is the tamest, but it only gets crazier from here. This is the theory that Will lose his eye in the final battle with Vecna. If you haven't heard this theory, it might sound silly, but there's actually lots of evidence to back it up. First being that ever since Season 2, Will has been the Eye of Vecna. Now, if we take a look at D&D lore, the Eye of Vecna is an artifact that grants the wearer power, but in exchange, corrupts their soul. We have already seen in Season 5 that Will has gained powers. Vecna could attempt to take control of Will again now that he has powers and use him as a spy or a soldier. And I believe, to overpower Vecna, Will have to sacrifice his eye. This could be his literal eye, or it could be the Eye of Vecna, meaning he would give up his powers. Fans have also pointed out the many pieces of imagery relating to this theory, such as Will always having an eye covered. This theory feels very likely to happen, as it would fit with Will's story so far this season, and cement his role as the main character. Theory number 2. Why Henry is afraid of the cave. Now, we have a canon explanation, which I will go into, but what if there's something more? In the play Stranger Things First Shadow, we learn that when Henry was a little kid, he lived in Nevada, near the cave that we saw. This was a location of military experiments. Henry snuck into these caves and was transported to Dimension X, which is the same place we see Eleven send him in Season 4. While in Dimension X, the first time, Henry was given powers, but it warped his mind and made him evil. Sound familiar? It's very similar to Will's story in our first theory. Now, it already makes sense as to why Henry would not want to be near the cave, as memories of Dimension X must be very traumatic. But there could be a second reason. As we see, Vecna is extremely powerful. Not only this, but the Mind Flayer is possibly even more powerful. But we see that Vecna is not afraid of the Mind Flayer. He instead works with it. So what if there is something even scarier and more powerful than both Vecna and the Mind Flayer, hidden in Dimension X? One that is even responsible for Henry's powers. This also ties into the Wrinkle in Time references throughout Season 5. On Kamazotz lives a figure called It, who possesses and controls everyone who lives there. Could this be what is happening to Henry in Stranger Things? On to Theory 3. This is where the theories start to get truly insane, so you'll definitely want to stay for these ones. This is the wormhole theory. This is probably the biggest theory I will talk about today, and will answer the questions not only about the wall in the Upside Down, but what Vecna wants the 12 children for as well. It's obvious that Vecna needs the mind of the 12 kids, most likely as a power source for something. This theory states that Vecna will try to open a wormhole in the Upside Down using the energy from the children. How and why is he doing this, you might ask? It's obvious the giant wall in the Upside Down is encompassing Hawkins for a reason, and it is the same reason Vecna cannot leave Hawkins. It is because on the opposite side of the wall is Dimension X. The Upside Down acts as a bridge between the right side up and Dimension X, so if Vecna can create a wormhole, he will be able to connect the two. Now, why is he doing this? In the last theory, we established that there is something bigger and more powerful in Dimension X, the same thing that granted Vecna his powers, and what he fears most. This creature wants to take over the world, but can only do so with the help of Vecna and the children. This entire theory is proven by Mr. Clark's lesson on wormholes and the drawing that Will makes in the barn. Not only this, but wormholes often cause and are paired with time travel, which is the next theory we are talking about. one of the most famous Stranger Things theories, and the one with the most evidence. Most of these theories have been very connected, but stick until the next one because it's a real wild card. And if you have stuck around for this long, comment wild card. It will let me know you're a real one. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that a wormhole will be opened and a bridge to Hawkins will form. But does this connect to time travel? There's a theory that the Upside Down will begin to destroy and take over Hawkins, and the only way to stop it is for Eleven to go back in time and stop Henry from ever entering Dimension X and becoming Vecna, stopping the events of Stranger Things, but also sacrificing herself in the process. This is only one theory of how time travel could be used in this final season, as there are many discussing how it could be implemented. The main part of this theory is the sheer amount of evidence it has. First, of course, is the fact that the Upside Down itself is permanently stuck on the day Will went missing. This itself is a form of time travel every time they enter the Upside Down. Does this mean it's possible to go back to the day Will was missing and prevent it? Not only this, but there are many references this season that involve time travel. The big ones being A Wrinkle in Time, which is obviously mirroring Holly's story. This book includes a girl traveling in time to find her father, alongside many other parallels to Stranger Things Season 5. And finally, Back to the Future, a movie referenced many times in this show, including this season, when Robin mentions that the flux capacitor is down, which is what allows Marty McFly and Doc Brown to time travel during the movie. How do you think they would incorporate time travel into this season? The fifth and final theory, and this one is the craziest of them all. It is that Vecna can control people's memories. This theory mostly relates to Will. Throughout Stranger Things, there have been very few inconsistencies, but the few we do see all pertain to Will Byers. They make a point to mention Will's birthday in Season 2, when they are trying to snap him out of his possession. The only other time we see this date is in Season 4, on the day Mike arrives in California. Except no one, not even Will, mentions his birthday, almost like they forgot. Now, this could be the writers being forgetful, but what are the chances that they would choose that specific day, the day of the only confirmed birthday? Not only this, but in Season 5, Joyce mentions Will's age when he was first taken to the Upside Down, except it's wrong. She says he was 11, but on Will's missing poster, Jonathan writes that he is 12. A small mistake, sure, but a telling one. Now, you may be asking, why would Vecna do this? What is the point? Well, in this show, we see that one of the most powerful things in the world are memories. Memories are what saved Will from possession, unlocked his powers, and helped Eleven through all of our seasons so far. It is what is trapping Max and Holly, but at the same time, what is protecting them. If Vecna can warp others' memories, then there will be no way to save Will, and he will be able to control anyone he wants. So, that is it for 5 Stranger Things Season 5 theories. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on these theories. Until the next one, bye.